What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to another video. It's PS4 Magic Gaming here, and well, today I'm looking forward to today actually. I've got, you could call it an exclusive video really. Horizon Zero Dawn, but we're going to be talking about Frozen Wilds due to release in December. Now obviously there's a lot of word about it already. We've been told that there is new story characters. It's a massive, and I'm talking quite a big expansion pack. There's new side quests, obviously new storyline to it on top of the one with the base game, new weapons. There's a lot being shoved into this DLC, and I tell you what, for I think it's $15.99 on the PlayStation Store, that ain't, that is not bad considering it's huge. And if you're a PS Plus member, you get a bit of discount on top of that. I think that's only when you pre-order though. If you decide to get it when it's fully released, I don't think there's a discount applied, but I don't know. So only Entertainment Network might change, they might choose to, they might put it up for a discount even cheaper when it's been released. We don't know. But I haven't played this game in a couple of weeks now. And I was prompted with an update. Now, I updated it, I've just turned it on, and they've got something here called, so you've got continue, you've got your new game, and then you've got new game plus. Now this is new, this I've got to have a look at. Welcome to new game plus. This mode allows you to start all over with the skills and equipment from the previous playthrough, except those related to the quests. Now, my previous save, I had all the power cells collected, so I had the unbelievable, powerful new armor, the one that doesn't make you invincible, but you're practically invincible. If you know how to play the game like a pro, you ain't gonna die. There's no way in a million you're gonna die. Whether that's on easy, normal, hard, or very hard, doesn't matter. It's very good. It's definitely worth getting. It takes a bit of time, and I'm gonna, spoiler alert, if you do decide to go ahead with it and get all the power cells before doing the story quests, you kind of have a heads up of what to expect during the story. And like I said, spoiler alert, at the end of the game, they're near the top of the map. I'll show you in a minute, but at the top of the map there is a power cell, and but I want to have a quick discussion. I mean, if you guys want to pop down in the comments below, ask any questions you want. It'd be good to have, a bit of feedback, what you think, what's going to be expected in the new release of the update in December, plus the expansion pack. But quick overview of everything included in the expansion pack and what we reckon the story is going to be. But for the time being, I'm going to hit continue. I will be doing a separate video of New Game Plus, so if you want to stay tuned for that, I will be posting videos probably later on this week of part 1. I'm going to do just a complete playthrough of the whole storyline. I'm not going to bother with side quests. I might do a couple here and there, spice things up a bit. I'm not going to go overly intense on it. I'm just going to stick to the storyline, try and get it done in maybe 10 parts, 15 parts. It all depends, doesn't it? I'm not going to do any fast travelling though, because I want to show you the real immersive gaming experience you can get from this game. If you've got a PS4 Pro, there is a lot of more benefits you will see in the resolution and what the game delivers to you, especially if you've got a 4K television and a HDR TV as well. That makes a big improvement. I don't, shamefully. I've got just a full HD 43-inch Samsung. I would recommend this TV to anyone if they're not too bothered about 4K. I think I paid £289 for it, and that was on the sale. It's definitely worth getting. I'll probably put in the description a link to my TV if you are interested. You can have a quick look at that. I bought it on Amazon. It's definitely worth having a little quick check. But first things first, probably 5 topics we'll cover today. First one, I want to talk about which they haven't really told you much about yet, which is the new weapons they're releasing. They've said there's new weapons. What new weapons are they? You know? I mean, personally, I would like... Personally, I think we use the bow at the minute. I mostly use the hard point arrow, which is on the... Now, I can't even remember. The Shadow Hunter bow. There we go. So I've got 3 modifications on that. It's got your normal fire arrow, it's got your normal arrow, and then your hard point arrow. Now with the modifications I've got in place, I've got some pretty powerful modifications actually. Let's have a quick look. So plus 45% damage and 16% fire, plus another 47% damage, 24% tear and a 16% corruption, another 45% tear, another 23% damage and another 16% freeze. And freeze is pointless, but I was mainly focused on the tear and damage. I mean, I have a couple of others, but it's just damage, tear and freeze, it's just fire, that's just damage. I mean, if you have similar things to what I've got selected on this at this minute in time, your Shadow Hunter bow is pretty much on tip-top same level or even better than the Shadow shot bow. Because I know the sharp shot bow does take a bit longer to release, you know, pull back the arrow and then finally fire, which is powerful, don't get me wrong. But as you can see from the top, arrow displayed 123 damage and 60 tear. I go over here and I go to the hard point arrow, which is the one at the bottom, it's 80% damage and 127% tear. There's a lot more tear than the sharp shot bow, which is what the sharp shot bow is mainly focused for. It's long distance and tear, but I tend to use tear using the middle arrow, which is like an EMP you could call it. Does no damage but gets rid of all the armor you need. Completely brilliant, highly recommended. However, corrupted enemies, I use fire, it's their weakness. You know, chuck a couple of arrows into them with the fire, ends up having a little tantrum and bouncing around all over the place for about 15 seconds. Which gives you enough time to, especially if you use the focus, you can pretty much kill him within 2 arrows, so long as you hit the correct places. But anyway, I have no idea what kind of new weapons they've got in mind. I mean, they're on about all this shadow stuff being the best. Is there a next level above it? You know? Is there another level? Is it still shadow but just with extra modification slots? They've already made clear that the modification slots in this update that's just happened now, they've added a couple of extra weapons, which I don't actually know what they are yet, but I'm going to have a look at the merchant, see if he sells any. So let's have a look. So we've got the Tear Blaster, which I've got. It's not too bad. You know, up close and personal, it can be pretty handy. Taking off armour, etc, etc. But you can't even chuck any modifications on it. So I bought it, but I'm not impressed with it. You know, I didn't bother buying that because I've already got a sling. However, this sling, spoiler alert if you haven't played the storyline yet. If you have, not to worry. On one of the missions when you're in one of the caves, lanterns, and I totally forgot his name. Not Hades. Basically Hades' assistant, you could call him. Totally forgot his name. But he's on the other side of the glass, and at the top, one of them bombs. It does 125 damage. It's like he's got one of them in his hand and he chucks at you and it completely blows up. It's like a proximity bomb. Or, you know, a triggered explosive by hand. Not too bad, but I haven't got time to be chucking balls all over the place, if you know what I mean. When you're in the middle of the fight between 4 grazers, 2 stalkers and a goddamn, I don't know, Thunderjaw, the last thing you want is to be chucking bombs all over the place. From personal experience, that's a no-go from me. You want to slow down the time, and you just want to crack on taking that beast out. But as I'm aware, it doesn't look like they've added any that I can see here. It says there's new ones added. I don't know if you've got to start the new game plus for them to be active. I haven't got a clue. I've got enough shards to buy them, but they're not showing. But definitely would like to have an in-depth discussion with someone, see what they think of what weapons are going to come. There's new outfits as well that are ready to be added to the game, and I know that they're going to add extra modification slots. I think they're adding an extra one or two. I can't be 100% sure, so don't hold me to that. The next thing I wanted to discuss was a little spoiler alert again, which I'm totally sorry about, but when you complete the game, I think halfway through the game, you meet someone who decides to interrupt you while you're using your focus. And his name is Silence. And he's a black guy, lots of blue blemish tattoos that kind of glow a bit all over him. Pretty cool guy. He used to work alongside, or as an assisted third party, you could call it, person with the Eclipse, which is, obviously, if you played the game, you'll know that the Eclipse are the bad side of the world. And at the end of the game, he looks like he's holding a lantern, and the lantern, I don't know what it consists of, but Hades is like a red ghost thing that's, I don't know how to explain it. It looks like smoke that travels in the air. Smoke that travels in the air, and it's got a tint of red on it. I know that Silence is holding like a lantern thing, and then for some reason Hades, which is the smoke, decides to be attracted to it, and he traps himself inside it. Then the camera kind of zooms out.
Just because he failed to kill the Sun King doesn't mean he's any less guilty.
It zooms out and it shows you a panoramic view of where he is at the time being. Where Silence is at the time being holding the lantern with Hades inside it.
Hawk Bradavin Khan Padish, cherished brother, Hawk Talavad Khan Padish,
what he says.
beloved father.
Because
Let their
we
memories
were under the impression the whole entire time when we were speaking with Silence that he never fully admitted that he worked with
Could you spare a moment
the
to speak
Eclipse.
of the
He
finer
just said that he
things?
assisted them at the beginning.
Here's to
However, he used to work for Hades back in quite a while ago. He used to work with him, and he learned things in return.
Let's have a chat.
And then he
No,
got shunned
a
away.
colorful discussion.
And then when he trapped him in the lantern, the thing that he says is that we've got a lot to catch up and talk about, and a lot more to learn. On the panoramic view, though,
A moment of your
it
time,
shows
Outlander?
you not just Silence on like the top of a mountain in the desert. It's on top of the mountain in the desert, but with the metal devil in the mountain. Now, as far as I was aware, the metal devil was... As far as I was aware, the metal devil was down here. You know, the sun down here, the metal devil. Which didn't really make full understanding of. I don't think he's anywhere else. No, he's just on the bottom of the map. Which doesn't make sense because he's in the desert when the panoramic view comes up. And correct me if I'm wrong, but to me, this looks like snow. This looks like snow. There is a ruin there. The Lufia 9. I don't really remember what that is. I can't remember at all. That's the metal devil there. Quite a big machine, if I'm honest. But silencing made the impressions to us that he was good now. He made the mistakes, but now he turned around and he had made us help him to make sure we shut down the Eclipse and stop Hades. But then he caught him, and now he wants to know more things and a lot more to learn. So does the storyline continue with him? Because I know there's new characters coming in, new side characters coming in, new weapons, new armor, a whole lot of new things. What do we expect? You know, what are we going to look for when Frozen Wilds come out? How big is the expansion map size? Is it going to be added onto this bit here, next to Hades, which is where in the video previously he was standing next to? You know, what do we expect? What can we expect to see? This is things I'd like to know. If anyone has any comments, just put them down in the comments below or the side, depending on your browser, because I know some people have the comments on the side instead of below. You know, there's a whole load of questions ready to embark on what to expect. And you know, how long is the storyline going to be? Do we reckon it's going to be worth the £15? $15.99? Or is it definitely going to be worth it and we're going to get more for our money than we expected and bargained for? Is Silence actually the one behind it all and it's bad? Or is he trying to just take him back to an old place and just learn a few things and then chuck him away for good? You know, there's a lot to ask. Is Silence going to try and put Hades into the Metal Devil again and re-summon the Metal Devil? You know, there's a lot of things that we just ask ourselves. But is it true? Is it false? They've let on for a few things out. I know the PlayStation E3 2017, I'll tell you what, I stayed up all night to watch that, and that was fantastic. The things that they revealed, there were things that we already knew were coming out. Some of them, you know. However, there's 3 games that really got me by surprise. 4 including the expansion pack. Obviously the expansion pack itself, Frozen Wilds, I'm really looking forward to that and I hope you guys are as well. I hope you guys are as excited as I am. The one game I'm mostly interested in and I really can't wait for is 2018. They're aiming for February area. But whether that happens is another thing, because I know they said 2017. At first it was May, then they pushed it back to November, and now it's been pushed back once again to February area roughly, which is days gone. Now, I'm pretty sure not just myself, but a hell load of other people are interested in.
I have a matter of grace and beauty I would like to discuss with you.
I find it hard in this day and age to find a zombie game, you know, a Walking Dead game that's really interesting, it's got a compelling storyline, and you know, you just want to play it and go on and continue and continue and continue. But, I mean, most people, when you mention zombies to them, if they're a hardcore gamer, the first thing they're going to come to mind is Call of Duty zombies. And nowadays it's exo zombies, jumping 25 feet in the air, running across walls. Which I don't agree with, because, I mean, come on. Do you really think if we had an apocalypse of zombies walkers running around the whole world, they'd be able to jump 25 feet in the air? You know, run against walls, have an exosuit in them? Because I don't believe so. I like the imagination I've gone to make that happen, but it's not something, you know, I wouldn't enjoy it. I've had a go, I think it was Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, and the exo zombies on that. I used to play World at War, and and zombies on that was brilliant. You had your Nocturne Totem original map, then you had the Ruct, Shunanuma, and your old school Derise. It was the first map you could pack a punch a weapon. Now, what, getting off topic here, back to Days Gone, what I think is really interesting is the storyline itself, but not only that, if you play Call of Duty, you can fit about maybe 30 to 40 zombies on the screen at once before you start dropping frame rates and it starts to lag out a lot because there's too much going on. Now, it's not a confirmed result, but I actually paused the E3 reveal trailer, the first ever trailer that come out, so not 2017, but 2016 E3. I think then they done the Days Gone first trailer reveal. My count for all the zombies and a good 600 on the screen once I watched it. You know? Doesn't look like that for the reason, I mean, hell open. But definitely, I would definitely recommend it because it's going to be one hell of an open world game. I'm trying to think. I haven't this is what modern armor wearing. About Frozen Wilds. It was the graphic capability and the mechanics of the game. I don't know about you, but the open world here, absolutely brilliant. I mean, not only that, I can stand here, I can pause the game, I can go down to photo mode, and this is what I really love. You can just basically freeland yourself away. You know, you can include the field of view, make it bigger, or you can just completely zoom in all the way. And then you've got view roll. If you want to make yourself a good old, how can I say it? If you want to make yourself a good wallpaper for your PlayStation desktop screen, XM media crossbar screen. You know, the photo mode is brilliant. You can hide the play and just have it good as a panoramic view, or you can turn it on, you can have a little bit of a fun facial expression. Oh, and I'll give her that, there you go. Oh, give her that rough look. The cause, you know, it's completely brilliant. Body pose, here we go, this bit's fun. Losing a bat, that's good on top of a cliff, I've done that one before, you know. And then you've got your boundless, your naive, style. Where's the ones where she sits down? Yeah, she's kneeling down. And your outcast, that's her relaxing. It's completely brilliant. Then you move along to the depth of field, your brightness, your overexposure, Do you know what? It's just on and on and on. That's why I love it. And every gamer out there, no one can make the exact same image twice. You know, you try your best, but no one's going to get that exact same image. It's just too much to look into. And then you've got your depth of field, anyone can change that. It's completely different. And then you've got the mechanics of the game. There you go, there's a long leg. There's the break.
Turning back.
Then the slow motion. It's very complete. There we are, one down. The mechanics of the game are really good, and the movement, the mental energy is completely brilliant. And when you're walking as well, you've got the rubble coming from all the loose rocks. And you're in the grass, it sways. Yeah, I did find funny as well. It's if I'm ducking, it's quite ironic actually, because she's a redhead, she blends in with the red grass. Now that made me laugh. It's like kind of taking the piss out of a redhead, but like, oh, it's a bonus.
They go on forever.
But I tell you what, for a game that you play as a female, she does not take any bullshides up from anyone. She does not take anything right from no one. Completely brilliant. And if you've got a 4K television, if your TV is 4K and HDR, the colours are so vibrant, they're beautiful, you know. Alright, I see a little problem there. I don't know if any of you noticed that. So, you've got Aloy. The blue blemish lighting is my super armour that I've got. It makes you almost invincible. But right, she's got her spear out at the minute. Wait for her to put it away. I'm sorry Aloy, but where do you put this spear of yours? Over your back and boom, disappear. Here's a little thing for the developers of this game. If you do decide
These
to
are
come
helpful.
across this
Bitter
video
though.
and watch it, there's a little bug. Maybe put a little fastening strap on your back, just so it locks in place. So if you're running across the wildlands with that on your back, that blue spear, it doesn't start off blue, so that's a spoiler alert for you out there. And near the end of the game, it will be pretty awesome actually. There's a little thing for the developers if you are watching this. Put a little thing in that back. So it stays in place. It doesn't glitch and disappear. Definitely worth it.
Save these for the trail.
But yeah, that's it from me today guys. Do you know what? I think I'm going to head to bed. Because it is getting late. Change like at work in the morning, but tomorrow I will be uploading a further video after work. I think tomorrow I'm going to start my walkthrough guide on Horizon on the Create New Game Plus loadout. I think that's something I'm going to definitely do. And I will do the whole storyline, the walkthroughs 1, hopefully maximum pushing 15. I'll push to 20 if it will be, but I want to try and get it done in 15 as a target. But yeah, obviously this is my new channel. I want to encourage people to subscribe, obviously more likes. I'm trying to get at least 50 likes on this video. I'm starting off early days again. More motivation, more videos, more passion, which means more for you guys. So, it's a win-win situation. Yeah, literally, comment down below if you've got any questions of your thoughts of what to expect from the Frozen Wild. And I do tend to get response back. You know, I respond pretty quickly. It all comes straight through to my phone. Whether I'm at work or not is another question. But I do tend to reply within an hour of your comment being posted. But yeah, thank you for watching. Please like my video. There will be more uploaded. Subscribe to my channel for more. You'll get notified on recent updates of videos. And stay tuned for more as well, because there will be selected videos where I will be
More than equipped to take you on.
Stay tuned.